So let's take it back to where it actually began. January 1st of 2023. I don't know, I just felt like I should draw every day. And this was the first thing I did. Most of the inspirations I had for these were just Pinterest. I think Pinterest is the best friend of every artist. So if you're looking for references and all that, just go to Pinterest. You'll see something you like. So I think this was day one, this was day two, this was day three. Here I was still trying to figure out my art style. I've not still figured it out yet, but I feel it's better than my day one. Let's see if I look through my current day. Let's say something like this. These are not even my best work, so but these are not my best work, that's it. Okay, let me use this. Let me use this. Something like this compared to this. So I'll say the drawing for this amount of time has really helped. At least, if not for anything, I know that my penmanship has improved. So that's one one W in the bag. So here, a friend of mine said I should try a type of shading, and I also saw that I should try a type of shading. So I saw it as my go ahead. So if you notice from here, the line art and the shading was weird, if you ask me. It was first hatching, then I moved to cross hatching. But the cross hatching, I didn't really understand this, so I was just doing it anyhow. Then I watched some videos, and they were like, if you're going to do cross hatching well, if you're going to sell it, it has to follow the object. So if you notice, I started doing along the body and all that because now it looks more natural. This page is still one of my best pages for the beginning. It's still one of my best pages because it does look so good. That's all I can say. So moving on, this was I think the 4, 5, 6, 7, if I'm correct. This page back then, maybe I had too much time. I don't even understand because these are. Ah, I really took my time to shade, to do everything. It's nice. I won't lie. It's nice. It's nice to do. It's nice to do. But all these were a day's work. So that means if I was doing this, I was spending a lot of time on this. Same with this. Same with this. I was spending a lot of time on this, like an hour, 2 hours or so. And I was still having classes then. I don't even know. I was dangerous back then. I don't even know how I did it. So like here still I'm still looking at the learning the shading, how to make it align with the model and all that. So that it's not looking unnatural, so that it flows. Like where there's supposed to be a side hatching, I do it. Where it's supposed to be straight, I do it and bring it up. So I was just still getting the hang of it. More drawings, more drawings, more drawings. I was just learning like little things like eyes, how the eyes actually look like, how the nose actually looks like, the ears, the face. Here still, I was getting the hang of it. If you can see, following the body, how it's actually meant to look like. Still, I think at this point I was realizing that maybe less is more. Because if I'm shading too much, this pen, I can't just erase it. I think maybe that's one of the reasons I went to pen. So here I was realizing less is more, less is more, less is more. If you notice, I stopped doing all those extra black. The black must be black. The everything must be. I started doing less strokes that showed the shading. I started doing less strokes that showed the shading. So I focused the shading to places that actually mattered. So like it's not like I'm shading the whole thing. Where there needed to be darks, I put the darks. Where there needed to be mediums, I put the mediums, and I just left the highlights plain. I didn't touch it. So I started learning that form of shading. If you notice highlights here, I didn't do much. I just left it. Then I did a little shading, a little shading, a little shading. The way the blacks were meant to be, I did those ones. I think this one was from my head. Looking at it, was definitely from my head. Definitely from my head. So if you can see this video and you recognize yourself, just keep it. Or you can just say that's me in the comment section. I don't know. That's if you can recognize yourself. So more learning of shading, more learning of shading. Here I was learning more about the anatomy and the curvature of bodies so that I know where to apply the shading so that it looks more natural. All these beginning parts were just the learning stages. I'll even lie. I'll even lie. Then I started going into poses, dynamic poses. I think I posted this one on Twitter and it got mad engagement. Even me, I was shocked, but it is what it is. So more. I think, let me just take it back. There's something I used to do. I didn't even notice that it was a thing, but I went back to the sketchbook and I noticed this is 19th of March 2024. This is 28th of May 2024. I think these are from my head, but I was just trying to check how much I've improved. So I went back to my first sketches. So what I'm going to do today now is to see whether I've improved again or whether I should go back to drawing every day. So that's what I'm going to do. Maybe. So at least compared to this, this, and this, still there's still some things I can do, but for it being even imaginative self, I try now. I'm sure I not try. So this is one of the things that drawing every day help me to do. I can create a character from the top of my head because I've already practiced and done the necessary. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Safe.